Hello, it has been a while since I have made a video. Kinda to ease back into it, I am going to do a get ready with me and kind of just talk to you guys a little bit. So let's get started. First of all, I am continuing to use this Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer. I've been pretty busy the last couple months. Traveled a whole bunch. I went on a little mini vacation to Inks Lake State Park with my friends the beginning of September. Jeez, was it really that long ago? And that was really fun. And then the next weekend I went up to Albuquerque to visit some friends of mine from college to go to the balloon festival, which was really cool. Next, I'm going to prime my eyes, the Urban Decay eyeshadow priming potion. Let me rewind a little bit. The last couple of months I have not been feeling very well, like just in general, and also I've been having some lady issues, and so I finally went to a doctor and she was like, oh, all of these symptoms that you're telling me, everything that you've been dealing with for your entire life sounds a lot like something called PCOS, which is polycystic ovary syndrome. And it's something like 1 in 10,000 women in the United States have it. It's probably not something to worry about, but we're gonna do a whole bunch of blood tests to try and figure out if this is the case and what type of polycystic ovary syndrome you actually have. Next, I'm going to do Dr. Jart BB cream. So most like through the end of August and then most of September I was dealing with that, and then dealing with very expensive doctor bill because getting blood tests is really expensive. Who knew? Turns out I do have polycystic ovary syndrome, and just in case you're curious, sorry if this is a little bit gross for some boys, but I think it's really important that women know about this because I had just been dealing with my body doing this for 27 years thinking it was normal, and it's not. So it's basically really heavy, really irregular menstruation, really bad cramps, can lead to anxiety and depression and being overweight, and it's literally like, I was talking to my OB and she was like, everything that you've told me is basically this. It can also like lead to like high blood pressure and like your hormones being all out of balance. Try not to cry while talking about this. And it's just like a thing that I thought was just my body being stupid, but it's a treatable thing that I could have been dealing with a lot earlier if I had said anything about any of the issues that I was having to literally anyone. Go see your OB, I guess. This is the moral of this. Why am I crying and putting makeup on? It's stupid. It's just been a really stressful thing, you know? I am now on birth control because the form of PCOS I have is like the most generic, most common form. Literally all I needed to do was go on birth control and basically everything has corrected itself. So yeah. Like on top of that, a whole bunch of stuff was going on at work, and I was getting like really frustrated and like just really feeling really down about myself, and it was just a bad couple of months. And I understand, like, we're all adults, everyone has a bad couple of months, but I just wanted to like show you, because this is not a side I ever really put on the internet. So I dealt with that. Like, I'm feeling much better, everything's going much better now. I got a raise at work, which was great, but it's kind of a double-edged sword because a lot of my really good friends at work are really unhappy where we work, just because it's not a fun place to work. Like, I'm really glad that I have a paycheck and insurance and stability, but in combination with everything else, it's not been good for me personally to be there with so many people that are so unhappy, just doing the same thing every day and feeling like kind of like we're treated like robots, and really replaceable robots at that. So it's just been not great, honestly. Now I'm gonna do my eyebrows and try and stop crying and let the rest of my face dry so I can continue doing my makeup. This is the Benefit Gimme Brow. It's actually a darker color than the one that I normally use, but I've been really liking it because I've been keeping my hair purple when I get into this mindset, I panic and I try and change things, and the thing that I can control the most is my hair, so I cut bangs and I really didn't like it, and so I'm keeping it purple for longer, and I'm kind of liking that, but it's just a thing that I've been trying to do to take my mind off of other things, and it's not really working, obviously. The difference. Do your eyebrows, friends. I'm trying to convince every single person I know to do their eyebrows, because you don't think about it until you do them, and then once you do them, it's basically impossible to not do them anymore, because you're like, what's wrong with the top half of my face? There's no eyebrows. So again, not really something that I tend to share with the internet. In college, was diagnosed with general anxiety disorder and manic depression, and have been on meds since, and like have very much evened out. So just kind of keep that in mind. I just kind of got a little overwhelmed with stuff these past couple months. This is probably way more than you bargained for when you started this video. Next, I'm gonna powder my face because it's mostly dried. I've been using the Sephora Baked foundation. I think it's called Micro Smooth, and I use the color Light, and I just use kind of this brush and just go like this, and then just go over everything to kind of mattify. And this is also, I kind of use this as a setting powder, and then go over the areas that would normally get super shiny on me, which is my entire face. I've actually gotten a lot better. My face and my skin has gotten a lot better recently because of the birth control and cleansing routine that works really well for me. It only took 27 years, but you know, it's never too late. So I'm also, because I'm not using a cream eyeshadow, I'm also gonna go over my eyelids a little bit, because I found that this in combination with the eyeshadow primer have made it so eyeshadows crease a lot less on me. I'm gonna do eyeshadow next. What I'm gonna do all over my eye is this color. It's kind of just like on me, doesn't really show up because I'm so pale, kind of purpley, just kind of to deepen my eyes a little bit. So yeah, I'm trying to think if anything else has been going on with me. I kind of dumped all of it at the beginning, sorry. Now I'm gonna go in with this color kind of all over the lid. So that's kind of an explanation of why I've been a little bit MIA the last 2 months. From YouTube, at least, I've been pretty active on like Twitter and Instagram. Not Instagram very much, because again, Instagram for me is kind of like YouTube, where if I'm not feeling great, not feeling like 100% Kate, then I kind of just withdraw. I am going to tightline my top lash line with this Lancome eyeliners in the color Black Coffee. I've had this eyeliner for probably way too long, but I use it almost every single day. You're probably thinking, Kate, why are you getting a pencil so close to your eye? For me, because I'm very self-conscious about the size of my eyeballs. I think they're way too big. This kind of closes in your eyes, and it also makes your lash bed look a lot fuller and thicker without having to put on mascara. So I like to do that, and then if you blink really hard, you can get some of the mascara on your bottom lashes, and it's just like killing 2 birds with 1 stone because I'm so lazy. Next, I'm gonna do some blush, and this is the L'Oreal True Match blush in the shade Tender Rose. It's not super evident behind me, but because I am 27 years old and I have been dealing with manic depression episodes for 10 years now, I know myself, and I know it gets really bad when I just can't even bring myself to clean my room. So my room has been a major mess the last couple of months, and part of the reason why I'm making this video today is because I actually cleaned my room. This is the ColourPop Lippy Sticks in the color Croquet. And I do this. It's also just been weirdly hot in Austin, and it's like November, so like why? Take my bangs down. Not really a tremendous difference, but there we are. Thank you for letting me explain where I've been, and hopefully everything's gonna be better. So